Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone, wherever you might be watching us across the globe. I welcome you to this exciting moment here in Corwave TV. Of course, where we discuss political issues bordering on political, economic, and the well-being of humanity, precisely in Nigeria, and of course, the world over. We come with great exciting and intriguing informations this morning. Of course, there seems to be some unsettling within the Nigerian political landscape. Just as the Islamic cleric Gumi has vowed, of course, to lead the protest, the mass protest that is looming, and of course, against the government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the president of Nigerian state, and the GCFR, the Grand Commander of the Armed Forces. As the protest is moving, that will commence on the 1st of August. Vumi, the cleric, has vowed, of course, to cripple the Tinubu's administration, uh, citing the level of hardship and insecurity that is rocking the entire nation. He is not backing down, according to him. He's going to lead this protest and make sure that, of course, the Tinubu's government is brought to its knees and must comply to whatever demands they are presenting before him. Well, this is very interesting moments as far as Nigeria is concerned. We have not seen the worst. Prior to this time, you recall that Gumi was the man who advocated and canvassed for Muslim tickets. Unfortunately, he's now turning his back to the person he supported so dearly with all his energies and all that is within him. He canvassed for the Muslim ticket as a way, of course, of satisfying his quest of whatever drive he might be noting. But unfortunately, he felt disappointed with this development or with the government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He thought perhaps he may have been sidelined or uh, his cronies may have been displaced in certain uh, portfolios. But whatever be the case, why should Gumi at this time consider to lead a protest? It was gathered that over 92 million Nigerians, Jane's generation, will as well be mobilized in this mass protest that is looming. Possibly that will last about 10 days according to the projection. Every activities within the Nigerian state will be clamped down, will be shut down according to them. But let's see how that could be possible. That some have argued that the President Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his aides are lobbying the Islamic clerics so that they could discourage their faithfuls not to embark on this protest. And some clerics in the north arguing that this is sponsored by the Igbo agenda, just trying to sell a negative narrative about the whole issue here. That Igbos are the ones sponsoring this protest uh, just to scuttle the existence of this destabilize the Nigerian state. It is quite mischievous and unfounded for such persons to have condescended to law. But according to the populations of the northern hemisphere, they say that no cleric, no Islamic cleric can deceive them any longer. They are ready and prepared for a shutdown with the Tinubu's administration, having brought so much pains and agonies, frustrations to them. They never envisaged, of course, that this would escalate to this point, that Tinubu's regime or dispensation of government has brought so much pain that ever imagined, as if the Buhari's dispensation should be considered as a saint. Well, of course, President Buhari said that Nigerians was going to miss him, and that is the reality today. The protest that was not organized by Gumi during Buhari's time, he has summed up courage and perhaps have seen the reason why he showed him back on this protest. This have raised several arguments and, of course, a confusion within the political scene and the Nigerian landscape. So, what could have been the purpose or the objective or the reason why Gumi have decided to embark on this protest and to ensure there is a shutdown of the Tinubu's administration, even in a time when even the Nigerian Labour Congress were still battling with the salary as structure or review of their salaries and remunerations, which has almost become an endless argument uh, between the Labour force, Labour Congress, and the executive. That seems not to be a way out of this. The indecisiveness, perhaps on the part of the executive, have frustrated every effort to have, of course, get any success regarding this. Now, it appears very clearly that even the labor force might possibly take that as an advantage, because the argument is that subsidy must be restored and the price of fuel must be reversed back to its uh, point before Tinubu assumes office. And of course, food availability of food to the populations of Nigeria should be the priority of the government. But unfortunately, in the time when even the National Assembly, the senators representing the people, have raised alarm that, of course, there is no food in the food bank or food reserve of the nation, that the food reserve or the food bank of the nation is emptied. And as such, that is a looming catastrophe, a looming disaster, only buying time to happen. What does that entail? That a nation, a population of over 200 million, will be starved to death is quite disturbing and a very tragic one for that matter. According to reports and statistics, the Nigerian food inflation has gone up to more than 40% in real time today. But some argue that it is far above the projected, of course, digit. The 40.87% is the inflation rate within the Nigerian state today. What does that tell about the system? There is fire on the mountain that many families and homes are going out, of course, running out of food. The entire nation is plunged into food crisis. This is one of the national calamities. Even the current dispensation does not know how to solve the problem. It is beyond the scope of this administration to provide solutions to this millions of problems bedeviling the Nigerian state. Good morning once again, SM fans. As you join us this morning, kindly hit the like buttons, of course, and share this video to any platform, to any group you belong, because we have to discuss a very important subject today, bordering on the existence of humanity, how humanity is at the risk of extinction. In fact, we are not in a conventional war, but Nigerians are hungry. By Nigerians, I mean more than 95% of the Nigerian population is hungry and hardly could feed a meal in a day. It has become a struggle for survival. It has become a national dilemma, of course, that calls for the state of emergency to be declared. And we've been told that the continued closure of borders within the southern hemisphere has worsened the situation, and this have not helped anyone. Just as it's been expressed here, mass protest looms. We will demonstrate against Tinubu, vows Sheik Gumi, while according to the national dailies, but the president's aide wants not against demonstration. The president's aide wants the North against the protests. You know, all the protests that have been taking place, ranging from the NSAS and other protests, especially during the Buhari's administration, the North have remained silent and they are, of course, indifference over the plight of the nation. Perhaps because their own person is there, and it doesn't matter whatever he did, they will also rally around and support him. But this is not the case again. Perhaps some argue that perhaps while the Gumi and his life supported the Muslim ticket, they thought that the President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is ill and might not survive after, of course, the election. But the elections are over and 1 year is gone. Their expectations has been dashed. Perhaps they thought possibly the vice president could have assumed office. Whatever be the case, the reverse is the case. Ahmed Bola Tinubu is waxing strong and getting more robust and energetic. Could that be the reason why the likes of Gumi are disappointed? Well, we don't know, but then for every rumor there is an element of truth. It is quite unfortunate and very disturbing. Headers killed 13 in renewed Benue attacks, 5 missing, according to the national dailies. The Sun reports that headers killed 13 and 5 is missing in Benue renewed attacks. It seems we have not seen the end of this. And someone argued that under the watch of Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the president of Nigeria, just in the last 1 year, that Nigeria have experienced bomb explosion, massive bomb explosion. The killings are something that, of course, is very disturbing. And the renewed attack by the headers, of course, is something worrisome and very disturbing. What could that mean? Would it mean that the security overhaul carried out by the Tinubu's administration do not meet up with the challenge on ground? Just as Sunday Igbo has have given eviction for the Fulani gunmen or militias ravaging Ibadan. It was learned that some communities or regions or towns in Ibadan is no longer accessible, that the activities of militias, Fulani militias, is devastating the entire region of Oyo State, Ibadan. And of course, the local communities are fleeing their homes and communities. And Sunday Igboho has given a fresh eviction notice to the Fulani militias and everyone causing mischief within the region to quit. Otherwise, well, they might expect confrontations. It is happening and this is life. Keeping it real has been our commitment, and to this end, we come your way again. I mean, the entire system seems to be unsettled. What is happening in Nigeria? There seems to be no peace across the regions. Needless to say about what is happening within, of course, the Southwest, which might not be well covered by the media. But the truth is that for Sunday Igbohu to have called and given a new eviction for the Fulanese, what we call the Fulani militias or the Fulanese handling gun, killing and manning the indigenous people of the southwest to evict and to leave the region before it is too late for them. Well, how far this could go, of course, is a function of time, whether there could be compliance to this instruction or eviction order by the Sunday Igbo who, prior to this time, that had been the reason why Sunday Igbo rose in the first instance when he was against the massacre of his people and the way his people is being sacked in their various communities. But unfortunately, this is coming again. The renewed attack and hostility has taken unusual dimension, just as some said that the entire uh, southwestern forest has been rounded up by the Fulani militias, waiting for the right time to strike. Well, what could be, of course, the reason for all this? We don't know yet. But whatever happens, of course, we will continue to get abreast with the realities within the Nigerian state. Quite disturbing. The tuber of yam now is between 8 and 10,000. Wow, that is a good development for those who like to eat yam. It is quite unfortunate, and it is now okay. According to the Abuja report, yam by 5 pieces, okay, is between 10 and 22,000. That is 120% has been in the inflation index. Wow, 2.5 Aris potato, 2.5 kg of Aris potato from 5,000 to 7,800. Imagine that, 2.5 kg. What are we seeing here? It is quite disturbing, very disturbing now. 1 kg of brown beans is now 2,500. Well, this is quite disturbing. A bunch of banana now between 2,800 to 4,500. This is a Nigeria, of course, with the renewed hope agenda. Renewed hope in penury, in abject poverty. The entire population of Nigeria is being stuck in the wheel of motionless and despair. It appears that no one is in control, and this is quite disturbing. It is quite disturbing and very unfortunate indeed that when people thought they would have a relief, a breath of fresh air, but unfortunately have been plunged into abysmal decline. Who shall save us from this calamity that is quite disturbing? Though as the manufacturers of Association of Nigeria have rejected, of course, the inflation figure, arguing that this is far beyond what is being captured or projected. This informs the reason why most multinationals are leaving the shores of Nigeria, have left the Okay. Can you hear us now? Please, let's have your response if you can hear us. Yes, can you hear us? Okay, thank you once again. As you join us, kindly hit the like buttons, esteemed fans and viewers across the globe. We're here to review, of course, the happenings within the Nigerian states, and things are getting more interesting and very disturbing as the case is. Honestly, there seems to be serious confusion within the Nigerian politics of political sphere. There is hunger in the land, and the hunger is getting worse than imagined. Nigerians could no longer afford the basic necessities of life. Needless to say, to keep life, soul, and body together, every society needs, of course, to have food security. But unfortunately, the senators have come to tell us that there is no food security, and of course, that poses a very great danger to the existence of all within the Nigerian state. It's an act of war. You begin to ask, who shall save us from this destruction? Just as 92 million generation, young people, possibly coming from the north, majority of them, and of course from the south, who said, we are fed up with this system, and there should be a new Nigeria. And they want to, of course, fight against the Tinubu's maladministration according to their report of position. But whatever that means to them, it's just only time, of course, will give us opportunity. Will give us opportunity, okay, to know exactly what are their motives or the motive behind their actions. Could it just be that they are hiding under this protest to achieve whatever purpose they want to do? Well, it is up to them, but only time will tell. But whatever be the case, some are of the opinion that they are not going to be part of this failed protest because it will not yield any positive results. They are not part of Nigeria for crying loud, and they can be seen, of course, participating in this needless protest. But for the north and other parts of the country, it is a must deal, it's a done deal for them, and it's a necessary evil to get at the nerves of the president, and he must comply to the demands of these people. Well, let's watch and things continue to unfold. It's been an interesting moment, honestly, and we have, of course, most of our reviewers shortly. Okay, sorry for the interruption. SM fans, good morning. Once again, it's a pleasure to have you here. What is happening? Mass protest looming. What is your perspective about this development?
No, it's good. No, the protest is good. The protest, the protest is a welcome development. Nigerians are suffering already, and the people are tired of the government. The level of poverty. So the protest to me is a welcome development. You've seen mothers, children crying in agony. You've seen fathers, you've seen families being separated and everything. So the people are tired of the government, and they're tired of the situation because of the high level of inflation in Nigeria. So I'm for the protest, and I'm very, very happy that all Nigerians can come and speak with one voice and say no. Enough is enough. Poverty, insecurity, inflation, and hunger does not know tribe and religion. So me, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very excited. Let us come out. One voice. Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Calabar, Kaduri, Nupe, Insecurity. It just come out and bear your mind and say we are suffering, we are facing the same thing. Conscience should not divide us anymore. People are facing the same thing, and the level of hunger has united Nigerians already. So the protest to me is in the right direction. Let everybody come out and say their mind and say to the government, in the midst of poverty, you are buying aeroplane. Senators are buying cars. Understand? That means our interest and their interests are different. So me, I'm happy like that, and it's a welcome development.
But do you think that that will be a success, considering the people championing the cause, just like the life of Sheik Gumi, who said he will lead this protest? And don't you think it's politically motivated, notwithstanding that Nigerians are suffering, but those who are championing the cause might have a different agenda to achieve?
No, nobody went to do an agenda. What Nigerians are facing is the same. There's no agenda. The poor people are facing the same situation in Nigeria. So there's no, if somebody say, oh, there's any agenda, but no, there's no agenda. Poverty does not respect life or religion.
Exactly.
Insecurity, same with inflation, with hunger. Understand? Even rich people are complaining. You understand? Someone that used to own his generator from 6 p.m. down to 6 p.m. in the morning. Now it's from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. because he had to save costs, and they cannot afford what to afford before. So it's as simple as that. So there's no agenda. People are suffering. People are complaining. There seems to be no light at the end of the tunnel for Nigerians, and the government cannot try to gaslight us. We know what we are doing. This time around, nobody should divide Nigerians along tribal and religious lines. We are all facing the same thing. 1 deca of rice, 1,200.
1 deca of rice is what?
1,200, 1,400. So depending on the kind of rice, because now so there's a
it's bad. When do you buy the deca of rice?
No, I'm talking about it depending. That's not rice that you buy that with, like, what is this? That is all I want to. Then it goes up. You understand? So they just are really suffering. So until we see this, and now we are going to now. Now that spirit of awakening is coming. So now we must be awake to our responsibilities and say no. Enough is enough. And thank God, Nigerians are beginning to speak to our voice. Nobody should divide us. Nobody will divide us time around. Enough is enough. Government spendings, wasting of money. And I'm telling the citizens that we don't have money. That's enough is enough. We don't want it anymore. And we are coming together. Nobody dividing us. And this time around, we are wise. Mumu don't do. We are wise. Poverty has really put to work. Even people that voted for them, they are complaining, they are regretting. I warned them. They said no. You're a bastard. How can the two Yoruba support Peter Obi? But thank God, everybody is seeing the results now. So enough is enough. The people are suffering. White people are suffering. Igbos are suffering. Calabar are suffering. Fulani are suffering. One voice. You want either they bring back first subsidy, or they cut down the cost of government, or the price of food goes down. Enough is enough.
How will the price of food go down when the senators have said that the food reserve is empty? The National Food Reserve warehouses are empty. Now, what is the hope? How do you expect them to do the magic?
No. There's no any magic anyway. The only thing is simple is that let them cut down the cost of government. There's money in Nigeria, am I right? You can get another food bank or anything. But they are not cutting down the cost of government. You are wasting money. We've heard about also a report that is called, but instead of, now let me give you an example. In Rivers State last week, a caretaker committee chairman appointed 500 aides. So across board, people are
waiting. A caretaker committee, local government.
Yes, appointed 500 aides. I don't know. That to me is a political competition. So how do you say you want to cope when you are employing people, when you are paying bogus amounts of money, and you say there is scarce resources, the scarce resources you are still wasting money. That's what I'm saying. So until they find a way to cut down the cost of government and make sure that governance is transparent. Even if, okay, look at Alex Otinais, he's doing well in Abia State because he has found a way to cut down government and it's transparent. This is money that you are making. And let me give you an example. During PDP administration, Obasanjo, Jonathan, and Yar'Adua before he died, they always do town hall meeting. Understand? They always do town hall meeting and everything under the PDP. Then the government they will tell you this everywhere we are spending money. But when Buhari became president, no more town hall meeting. Understand? Instead, they were playing tribal politics. I'm against tribal politics. I don't believe in tribal sentiments and religious sentiments. Understand? So now,
but unfortunately, they are playing out when it comes to Nigerian politicking. Sentiment, tribal and religious sentiment is the order of the day.
But me, I spoke against it. Everybody knows me in this place.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, now,
your position.
Yes, in this vicinity, I'm the spokesperson of the obedience in this place, and everybody knows. So I warned them. I said, poverty and insecurity does not know kind of religion. I warned them. But instead of them to listen, they were saying that I'm not a Yoruba person. Some of them were saying that, oh, you're not a Yoruba, that I'm a bastard. But thank God now, you have seen the result.
They describe you as Omale.
Yes, they say, yes.
But unfortunately, the people who called you Omale are the bastard now.
Yes, now, because inside they are coming to apologize, but they are coming to apologize for me now. I warned them, I said, if you vote for somebody like Peter Obi, he has plan to make Nigeria better. From consumption to production. He kept on telling you your plan, the plan of Nigeria. But this is our own man. He did not tell us anything. Emiloko means it's my turn. I said, presidency is not a royal title. It's not on my turn. It's supposed to be by competency, by character, by commitment.
Of course.
Turn by turn. Okay, now look at the problem now. That's what I mean. So the turn by turn now, look at where Nigeria is. So I'm not surprised, and I'm very happy the way the country is going.
Now, okay, let me ask you just a minute. I will pause. Now, before you leave, you said that you are happy with the protest.
Yes.
Are you speaking based on your individual perspective, or is it a reflection of the obedience? Will the obedience family join this protest?
Yes, sir. The obedience family are part of Nigeria. We are Nigerians, and I always say it. In Nigeria, the obedience are the most educated people in Nigeria. You are the most informed people. You are the most intellectual people in Nigeria. When it comes to legit also, we are legit. I'm an aluminium fabricator. I'm an artisan. Many of us, we have something doing. You understand? We have our work. So obedience will join because we are buying the same prices of the same market, the same price with other people that are not obedient. That's why we must join because we love Nigeria. I want to see Nigeria go forward. So we are joining the protest. I will make sure that this time around, enough is enough.
Thank you once again. You have heard it from the spokesperson of obedience. He said enough is enough. Well, we are going to watch how that will unfold. Honestly, it is quite a disturbing time as far as Nigeria is concerned, and whatever be the case, we do hope, of course, that a new way will be start for humanity. But I don't see that happening anytime soon, because even those who to lead the way are confused themselves. Good morning. It's a pleasure having you, sir.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am okay. I'm okay by the grace of God.
Okay, what we are doing here is Gumi said he's going to lead the protest, and Tinubu's administration will be shut down for 10 days.
Gumi?
Yes, Sheik Gumi.
Who is Sheik Gumi? Is he not that one of terrorists?
Yes, the negotiator or mediator of the terrorists.
Is he a negotiator or the one of the terrorist members? Well, Sheik Gumi, if he said that he's going to lead the protest, fine and good. All we know that Nigeria is not okay. Nigerians are not feeling well. Nigerians are not okay. in all ramifications. Whatever they want to do, let them do and do it right. That's all I think.
But don't you think that is politically motivated when it comes to Gumi leading the protest? What he never did.
Is Gumi an activist?
I don't know. Of course, he is.
Is Gumi an activist?
He has been a spokesperson for the Islamic jihadists and the terrorists.
The terrorists.
Yes.
And who are the terrorists? Gumi is only Gumi that knows the terrorists. I see. He's one of them. He's a member. If I should say, I'm just saying my mind. You understand me? So somebody like him leading protest, I don't see. He's a political motivator. You understand? He's a political kind of arranged that it will not materialize anything. You understand me? We have so many activists. You understand? Here in Nigeria, somebody like Charlie Boy is an activist. That one can lead the protest. We have so many of them in the southwest here. You understand? Many of them, not somebody like Gumi that is mediating for the terrorists.
No. Nigerians inflation, food inflation hit 14.87% according to review, but some are saying it is more than this. But let's presume or assume that it's 40 points. What does that tell you? How do people cope and survive?
It shows that this government, this present government, doesn't know what they are doing. It should be more than that. It should be above 40%. Because Nigeria are not feeding anymore. Even once in a day is very, very, very hard for Nigerians. As I'm telling you, as I'm speaking to you now, you understand me now? They should look inward and see Nigerians are not feeding well. If it is above, that 40% is an understatement. It's above that. Because Nigerians are no longer feeding anymore.
Some say, do you trust Gumi to lead the protest?
I don't trust Gumi to lead the protest.
It's the same person that said Muslim tickets.
I don't trust Gumi Sheik Gumi to lead the protest because Gumi, I don't even understand where he belongs. You understand me now? I don't understand where Gumi belongs. So if Gumi should lead the protest, it is politically arranged. It is politically arranged. They designed it that way. We have so many activists in this country that will lead the protest.
The activists are silenced, of course.
They are silent. They are silent because everybody is afraid. Everybody is afraid of dying. Nobody wants to look at what Kenya did. Irrespective of their diversity, they came out, you understand, with one, and are speaking with one voice. One, Nigeria, what they are doing to us is divine and rule. They've divided the nation. Igbos cannot agree with the Yorubas. Yorubas cannot agree with the Hausas. You understand? But at the moment, all of us will come together, Nigeria will be okay.
But the Igbos say they are not part of this protest.
Yes,
so
that is what I'm telling you.
How could that, of course, get through?
Yes, that is it. That is what I'm telling you.
You are really divided based on their interests.
That is what I'm telling you. This divine rule they are using. Look at now. If Igbos say that they are not part of the protest, fine. It is good because if they start the protest now, if the protest starts now, some bad element in them will use an avenue to invade Igbo's investment. They'll buckle their shops and the rest of them, which happened. This happened during the NSAS. They killed so many of Igbo, they buckle their shops. Is that how it's supposed to be? That is it. That is why Igbo say they are not part of it. And I'm in page with them that Igbos should stay away. You understand me? Since they see many Nigerians are very, very they are angry now because if you watch this government now, it's only Igbos are seeing a bit light. Igbos are seeing a bit light. You understand of this government in the sense that Igbo have extra strength to struggle and to earn enemies. You understand? But others are not surviving the way Igbos are surviving. So if Igbos will go into protest, they will use it as an avenue against them to buckle their shops and cut away their goods.
Will that solve any problem? Because it's been reported that under Tinubu's 1 year, the level of bomb blasting or suicide bombing has increased. And it's quite unfortunate and that we are having such experience under Tinubu's administration. Okay, sorry for the interruption here. We're trying to make some adjustments. Okay, just as we've seen that it's been reported that there are multiple bomb blasts, suicides under the watch of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Under his watch, just in less than 2 weeks, about 3 Obas in Ekiti was killed by the Fulani militias or whatever conflict that ensued. So what exactly is happening? Could this protest finally dismember the existence of Nigeria? Was it intended to scuttle the Nigerian existence?
I cannot say for sure, but I foreseen it. Nigeria is no longer one. We are heading to division. And the best way, the earlier the better for them to fight this country. And those that are agitating to go should go. Like their fans. Igbo say they want to go. It has been long they have been agitating for them to go. Because of what is happening in this country. They are not doing things right. You understand me now? Look at under the watch of Tinubu, as you said earlier, that the killing have increased. Does it show that Tinubu knows what he's doing in government? As a great politician, they called him Jagaban. Means that he knows every root and cranny, that he knows everything about politics. He would have used that ideology of politics to curb all this innocent killing, Bombland and the rest of them. But look at it. It keeps increasing every day by day. Does it mean that Tinubu knows what he's doing? It's a question. If Tinubu knows what he's doing, let it prove his right to Nigerians. So he might need to the division, if I will say, it might need
the possible division.
If I will say.
Now, Sunday Igboho has issued new eviction, quick notice to Fulani militias that have renewed the killings in Ibadan, in Oyo State. So, what can you say about it?
Where is Sunday Igboho? Where is he?
Personally, whenever he might reside, of course, he could us as well.
If he does so, I believe in this young man, but the so-called Nigerians and the so-called Southwest do not allow him to operate. I didn't mean this guy operated the way he wants. By now, he would have silenced the killings in Southwest.
Okay, he would have silenced the killings in Southwest.
Silenced the killings in Southwest. But resisted the caging of the Fulani herdsmen from the Nigerian. You understand? People resisted their power for long years ago. But the Southwest, the so-called Yorubas, have not seen this. But now it is gradually creeping to them. They are seeing it gradually. And the Sunday Igboho stand up and say, no, enough is enough. And they wanted to kill the young guy. And the young guy ran for his own dear life. But if he should issue it is a right thing. It is a right thing for one need to defend his own people.
No, according to TVC analyst or broadcaster, he said that the entire forest of the southwest has been rounded up by the Fulanis. You can see the renewed hostilities of most recent last week in Ondo, Ekiti. They had a very brutal clash with Amateku, to the point that Amatekus were running according to the video we saw. Now, does it mean that the west is almost conquered by the Fulanis?
That's what it shows. That is what it shows. It's almost conquered. The West have been conquered already. Not that it's almost conquered. Remember the existence of Sunday Igboho then, years back, about 2 or 3 years back, when he came. It is because of the massive killing of the Yorubas of the Southwest that make him to come out and say, no, enough is enough. Single-handedly, he took it upon himself, you understand, and want to deal with these people severely. And the so-called his own people, many of them kicked against it. Now it give the Fulani herdsmen the power, the audacity, the avenue to surround the so-called forest and occupy there. Now they are occupied. It is very, very difficult for you to chase them away from the forest if you are not fully fortified and prepared for it.
Now, before you leave, sir, how prepared are you for this protest? Because it means stocking up foods and the other essential commodities, which already is at the hike. So how can we, even without money on the ground?
Is it not money you use to stock foods? Nigeria should think well. They should think well. I know actually that things is not going normal the way it should go. But if you say you should stock food, is it no money? Where is the money? I will stock food. Where is the money? The so-called food items are at the peak. They are too cost now that you hardly afford to buy. Look at a derica of beans, how much it costs. How many dericas will you buy? Will you go for quarter bag or half bag? Look at a bag of rice. How much are you earning in a day? Look at so many, even plantain and banana and the rest of them. All these food edible items. Look at them. Is it no money? Is it no money you are going to use to purchase all this and stock? Where are you going to go? Are you going to cut them away? I just go, give me rice, give me beans. You stock in your house. Give me yam. A tuber of yam is 5,000 naira now. Above 5,000 naira. Above 5,000 naira. A tuber of yam. Then how many are you going to buy? And how much do you have in your pocket? So Nigeria should take it well and know that we are doing all these things for ourselves. Government, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, I beg, have pity for Nigerians. And two, you can do something to make sure to bring down the hardship of this country.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Authentic General, God bless you for your review. We do appreciate you. It is quite interesting, honestly. Always, Chicos, always invite him to this program, please. To invite you. Okay, thank you once again for being part of this discussion this morning. Good morning,
Good morning.
Mr. Lawrence. It's a pleasure having you here today.
Yeah, good morning.
Sheik Gumi to lead the protest against Tinubu. Nigerian economy to be shut down according to them. But what is your perspective regarding this?
Yeah, Gumi
Sheik Gumi, the
said
Gumi,
what?
the Gumi you know,
He said to
he's going to lead a protest and mobilize the entire North against the government of Tinubu.
hey, wahala be like a bicycle. I'm robber. No. My brother, let me tell you one thing. When he sow a bad seed, he will do what? We reap a bad seed. I'm very surprised. See, when he say professional robber, And another professional robber is pursuing a professional robber. You see there's a lot of problem coming out. I respect Prime Minister Mazi Samanekpa. You know that the young man, always said that Nigeria will collect water. That is the water that coming out. You know, see, Nigeria feel that when they arrest Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, everything Nigeria will be do what? Settle. But Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said that they will crush Nigeria government. Since that year till now, Nigeria never get theirself. Now they put the highest corrupt man in the Africa as a president of Nigeria and the president of ECOWAS. Since that day, people that belong for ECOWAS do what? They have issue. Nigerian and the Niger do what? Have problem. Because of what? Bad leaders. Now, in the Nigeria here, another armed robber want to lead protests. They forget what happened in the NSAS and they say nobody dies. Listen, Gumi or whatever his name, let him lead the protest. At least Biafrans will sit down and watch what is the movie and the drama that happening in Nigeria. This part one in Nigeria when they go lead that protest. Yesterday I said that Nigeria will be in sleeping. Biafra land will be like you find out than Dubai. I said this yesterday, and that's what is going to happen. That's why I see praise our prime minister in Thailand. We nothing concern us with Nigeria. We know that we answer Nigeria, but Chukwu Biama still helping us daily by daily.
As the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, or Hamadike, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that Somalia will be a child's play to what will happen in Nigeria. That Nigerian citizens will desire Somalia passports. Is it the beginning of the fulfillment of this prophecy? For Gumi to say, I will lead the protest. We're going to shut down the entire country and the administration of Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Hey,
So, do we begin to look for Somalia visa at this time?
my brother is not. Let me tell one thing now. If 75% of Nigeria, they are youth, see Somalia visa, they will go. This is the reality. If go to Ghana here, we will see millions of Igbo Nigerians going to Ghana, going to Togo, going to Cameroon, going to Somalia because of what? The hardship of Nigeria is very hard. Look at Nigeria here, you cannot drink ordinary garri again.
The Nigerian minimum wage can't even buy a bag of Indomie, a pack of Indomie now.
That Somalia is better than Nigeria. If you get a Somalian visa, we are going there. But thank God, so when they bring prophecy, the prophecy must fulfill one day. The prophecies Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought is already starting fulfilling in this our generation. And our leader again, our Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa, still give us hope that little time Biafra land will begin like honey. Are you getting me? The Biafran, the Igbos, don't pray to get Somalian visa. Igbos, I'm not talking about Nigeria. The Igbos, they are staying in Nigeria. Don't pray to get Somalian visa. Somalian visa is not a good choice for Biafrans. Let's fight this struggle once for run. We achieve our Biafra, we go for our normal land, enjoy our honey. As Israel fight to get their independence for the hand of the enemy, that Egypt. Nigeria is like Egypt for us now, and we will fight to achieve our Israel land. Are you getting me? As Gumi want to lead, let Gumi. No, it's not only Gumi. Oh. Gumi and Showore, Ati Showore. Showore want to lead. Gumi want to lead. There are two people. They want to lead the protest. Let them lead the protest. Biafra, sit at home and watch what is going on in Nigeria. Don't come out if you are a Biafra man, you are Igbo man, you are a John man, you are Akwa Ibom man, you are from Benin, Isoko, Insecurity. We are from this land, please. Please, we are a brother. Don't come out. Because if you come out, they will put the blame on your head. Hausas and Yoruba know how to manage themselves. They know how to do maneuver. We don't know how to do maneuver. We believe in sincere. Let's we to sit down and watch what is the movie and the drama they want to do in Nigeria. Gumi and Showore and the others. Let's watch. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful submissions. God bless you. Honestly, it's been an interesting moment here as we continue to watch the realities unfold. Over 92 million Gens generation, the youths are mobilizing themselves, of course, to be part of this uh, mass protest, of course, coming up on the 1st of August 2024. But some have argued that this could be a mere distractions as the Jagaban and his heirs are not sleeping, of course, lobbying, meeting some northern heavyweights and clerics to ensure that they are lobbied to make sure that this protest is averted and, of course, do not see the light of the day. And some also argue that Gumi could be interested in the money or the inducement or lobbying. And if he is paid, of course, the price, he would, of course, retire to his safe haven and enjoy whatever might be the proceed of that. He was trying to, of course, bargain with the government and, of course, to beat his own price and have a part of the national cake. Honestly, this is quite disturbing, whatever is happening, but the reality is that the masses of Nigeria, the population of this country, are wallowing in deep, abject poverty as survival worsens, as the quest for survival and, of course, upkeep, just as most private schools are shutting down because of the high cost of debt incurred. Parents will no longer afford to pay, to meet up with the demands of taking care of their wives and children, let alone paying for school fees. Things are getting worse and very disturbing, honestly. As the case is, Nigerians are now more bothered about how to survive. The school fees are no longer, of course, the major priorities. It's about how do we survive. You may not know what exactly is happening. If you have your loved ones down here or people related to you, you might just call them and tell them how far. Things are getting worse. Nigerians are suffering. Imagine a state where you have more than 40% food inflation. How much is a bag of rice now? Things are getting out of place. And unfortunately, for those earning salaries, there is no increment in their salaries or, of course, any allowances, let alone. There is massive retrenchment as most multinationals and even local industries are winding up, are folding up because of the economic mishaps. They can't afford to pay salaries. There are serious retrenchment going on in different quarters. And also, the government is Also, considering and the private sectors to embark on looming retrenchments, which means uh, to worsen the situation, people and families will be plunged into deep abject poverty. It is quite disturbing and very unfortunate. Good morning. It's a pleasure having you here. Can we just have just a few minutes before we wrap it up?
Good morning, my viewer. I greet you all.
Good morning, Mr. Femi. It's a pleasure having
Good
you.
morning.
There is a looming protest, a mass protest that is about to commence in Nigeria. Sheik Gumi said he's going to lead the Northern Hemisphere. That Tinubu's administration must, of course, be brought to her knees. Your take on this?
Uh, First of all, this is one of the problems we have in Nigeria. To leave the important thing and face on something lesser. And the way we usually do our things, there is no way people will not attribute tribalism and bigotry to the way we do our things. If anybody want to lead protests in the north, it shouldn't be Gumi. Because the part of challenge we are facing in Nigeria was created and supported by Gumi. It is not today we have been complaining about the activities of terrorists and banditry in the north. Say Gumi has always come out to defend them.
Exactly.
Now,
yes.
the fire that they ignited is burning and is consuming everybody and is crying. So he now coming out that he's going to lead the protest. Anyway, having said that, it doesn't mean anything. If he can lead the protests successfully and he was able to correct some wrong things, I will support it. But it should start from dealing with banditry in the north. So if he want to lead the protest and he's not condemning the banditry, then his protest is nonsense. It should start from home. Charity begin at home. So if Gumi want to start protest, he should first of all write, I'm against banditry in the north. Because if banditry is continuing in the north, we will still continue to face what we are facing now. Hunger. The country has been divided, and the bandits, they are ruling in some area.
Exactly. Some local governments.
So what Gumi is what is it coming out?
In fact, they have raised Islamic flag.
Yeah, and so if Gumi, whatever Gumi want to say, it should start from that. It should start from that. Then I'm listening to one of his nonsense, and he was saying like something like, Tinubu and Buhari, they protest against Jonathan. Now they want to. Is it turn by turn protest? Is that purpose of protesting to tell you that this protest has? I mean, the reason for doing the protest has always they have started putting it aside, and by doing that, they will not succeed. The protest will not be succeed because when you try to attribute tribalism and some other things to this kind of a thing, it will not work. Now, Yoruba, we don't want to. We will not. Don't expect any violent protest in Yoruba land. We will not do it. Even some people come out, they will not protest. Nothing like that. I don't support violence. Omo Igbo, they will sit down. It doesn't concern them. They don't know how Tinubu come. That is the truth of the matter. The only people that I think they should lead it is North. But if anybody want to lead the protest from North, it shouldn't be Gumi. Because Gumi himself, he has questions. If Nigeria goes the way it's supposed to be, Gumi is supposed to be in detention. Not in African, it is Gumi that is supposed to be in detention. If things have to supposed to go, if it's going the way it's supposed to go. So let another person lead. I condemn Sowore also to lead protest in Southwest. If somebody like a neutral person from South, from North, or they don't even have a leader. Let every youth come out now. When we want to do our answers, mention the leader. Nobody. Some people, everybody just playing their role. In fact, people are cooking. They are cooking in their separate area. That's how it's supposed to be. And as I've said it, that they should be strategic. Let Northern bombard Abuja. Go to House of go to House of Assembly. Lagos State, go to MM2. Go to Tinker Island. Don't go to Alausa. Don't go to Blue Line. So it should not look like tribalized. Niger Delta, go to Hoi. No oil here until you do what they ask you to do in
So
Abuja.
that's why Brutai can never
That's how to do things. Otherwise,
Brutai can
they
never
will just come making noise.
Brutai
Some
can never
people
be
will die, and Nigeria will continue.
on his
Nothing will happen.
statement.
People that will die
He
will
roars
just die.
like what? A
As simple as
devouring
that.
lion. Because
Now,
they don't value blood.
Sunday Igboho
Oh,
has
so
issued new
I'm sorry to tell you this.
eviction, quick
That
notice
from
to Fulani
you see that
militias over
from
the
the
renewed
axis of
attack,
Arab,
incessant attack
Kogi,
going on in
Benue,
Ibadan.
and
So do you
Tomeru,
think that will, of course,
to
be
Egypt,
complied
they
with?
are called
Honestly speaking,
what?
this is
Arab
the genesis
Israel.
of, I
In
mean,
other language,
the fundamental
they
job
are
that
bloody human
Igboho
beings.
was doing
They don't
before
consider human
he
life.
was a bit.
That's why Brutai will be
I
killing
mean,
both mother,
Diverted. I
other
mean,
children.
there
Brutai
was
will
a
not
bit
feel it.
distraction,
As a
and
chief
he
of
was,
army staff,
his
he has
attention
right
was
to kill everybody.
diverted
And again,
to something else.
Nigeria,
This is what I know
illegality,
Sunday Igboho for. And
illegality
if he
and
has been doing
lawlessness
this
is flourishing.
from
And we're
onset,
still
let me
promoting
tell
and
you,
celebrating those
something
people,
has to happen
orchestrating
before
all
something
this
happens. The
illegal
problem we are
activities in
facing now
Nigeria.
is that
Because we
Fulani
have found
has
ourselves
come
in
to
a
our
society
land and they have been
whereby
attacking us. Let's deal with that one first.
the rich
If you can face that one
control
and
the
achieve
poor.
that one, then
If
we
you are
move to
poor
the
today in
next
Nigeria,
level.
no justice for you.
I'm very happy
That's why
if
with their
Sunday
khaki
Igboho
uniform, look at that
is,
small Colonel
I mean,
Musa,
has come
small
back
boy,
to that level now and still
talking nonsense.
continue to
And
pursue
then they
Fulani. They
was he born
deserve
in
to be dealt
1967?
with.
Where
Fulani
was
needs
Colonel
to be
Musa
dealt with.
when
They are
the
not
people
meant to
was
be won.
struggling
I
to
hear
bring
that
peace
one
to
governor
Nigeria?
was warning them,
And
sending
peace
our
was
Oba to
brought
go and warn them.
Akaburu.
Fulani are not meant to be won.
Because
They are
of
meant to be
Nigeria,
dealt with
you know,
because they have a deadly mission.
questionable character,
And they are not,
irregular
and they
behavior.
have this
They
God.
could not come
They
home
believe that the whole
without
Nigeria belong to them.
someone severed
So
the agreement,
if
and
Sunday
they still
Igboho
go on.
can
His
go
name
back
was
to
Awolowo.
drawing board the way he started,
Yes, there
I
would
would
have
like
been
it.
Biafra today.
I don't know the measure he's going to put on. You have to put on ground now because it's not in the country now.
Position given to Awolowo.
According to him, I don't know, maybe he has come back, but based on what I hear last, it's not in Nigeria now. So how he wants to do it, best known to him. But there must be somebody that will be speaking.
Somebody that will be speaking for the interests of Yoruba. But the president is there with that help from the Yoruba.
I'm not surprised. In one of my programs, I've said I titled it the bloody political system of Southwest. Our politicians in Southwest, they are doing bloody politics because they are sacrificing our people for political gain from Fulanis. They are sacrificing their lives. When Fulani kill us, they keep quiet or they just use they keep cloth. I mean, to treat the situation as if nothing important has happened, so that they will not look at the face of Fulani clan, the Fulani Janjaweed that has dominated Nigeria politics, and they want to gain from them. So because of that, and they are looking at the leader Asiwaju. If Asiwaju, let me tell you, if Asiwaju today just therefore and stand up and face Fulani face to face and started talking to them, all the politicians in Southwest, they will follow the suit. But since Asiwaju have kept quiet and they are using our life to trade for political gain, the followers, the politicians, all of them, they will go along the way. But what surprised me is that if it is only APC that is doing it, I wouldn't be surprised. What about some all of our governors that don't belong to APC? What happened to Sheik Makinde in Oyo State? Is Sheik Makinde in APC? It's not in APC. So why should he be doing boy for Fulani? Do you need the vote of Fulani to become governor in Oyo State? Or what are you nursing? You want to become president? Why can't you talk? They are dealing with them in Oyo every day, and Sheik Makinde is doing like as if nothing is happening. Go to Ibarapa, Fulani banded the place. Go to all those Aki areas. It's full of Fulani. As if that land belongs to them. I don't know. And this thing, I've said it that this fire that is burning and you pretend as if nothing is happening, you put fire on the roof of your house and you go and sleep. By the time that fire boomerang, it will explode, boom, and everybody will be consumed, including them. Including them, their relatives, they will be consumed in the fire. That is it. That is the message.
Thank you so much, Mr. Femi. That is the message. Hope you are getting the message, and of course, it's well articulated and passed on. Are you getting it? Yes, keeping it real has been, of course, commitment, and to this end, we have come your way today with this exciting and informative analysis here. You've heard it from the of course, a common man.
Okay, let's talk about Ganduje is saying that if Igbos don't want to be marginalized in Nigeria, they should join
But the
APC.
politicians seem to be living in self-denial and deception. But how long will they continue in that? Of course, immense endless rhetoric. When will they rise to the occasion and, of course, redefine the very essence of our existence as a people and the collective existence and continuity of the Nigerian state must be discussed. But for some, they said that the integration of Nigeria is not negotiable. Well, I think only time will prove them wrong. But for the Biafra Republic government in Israel and the entire Biafra, they are marching on head-on, of course, to the restoration declaration of the Biafra state. As the leader or the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in Israel, of course, have expressed deep commitment and decisiveness to ensure that under any circumstances, nothing can stop the restoration of the Biafran people. And of course, more liaison office is being established as we have made to understand that of most recent is Malaysia. The Malaysia has the Biafran embassy today. For those residing in Malaysia, if you are in Malaysia watching us now, can you, of course, tell us whatever updates is going on there, of course, and every other part of the world you are watching us here. We welcome you once again. Don't forget to hit the like buttons. What you are seeing is very small. Let's just take just 5 seconds to do that. Hit the like buttons. Yes, let's hit the like buttons. Hit the like buttons as you're watching us. Just hit the like buttons. Let's see if we can improve on that. Hit the like buttons. Hit the like buttons. It does not take any additional cost to do that. You can see the description, the thumbs up there. And if you have not subscribed to this, kindly hit the subscription buttons and turn on the notification button so that you can get our uploads whenever we upload the videos or whenever we are live, just as we are today. Thank you once again for watching us. As I rightly said in a previous broadcast, that we intend to carry out some charitable programs here. Of course, we have been committed in that, and God has been helping us, of course, with the partnership of most of our viewers. We intend in this current economic realities in Nigeria, at least to give 10 family some succors, of course, or relief as God enables us. If you want to be partner of this, kindly contact Chigozendebo, of course, for your contributions regarding this. Nigerians are finding it very difficult. It is not just messing words, but these are the realities. And you can as well contribute your quota, regardless of wherever you are around the world, by extending this gesture of love and sacrifice to encourage as many as you can, of course, through the partnership with Wave TV. Don't forget that is a date that must be kept, and I'm yet to see anyone, of course, in anticipation. People will comply. Thank you once again for being part of this. Whatever donations you are making, of course, will be duly utilized for the very purpose, and of course, you will get the feedback in the course of time. Once again, thank you. On this note, we wrap it up. Everybody, be kind to everyone, for whoever you meet is fighting a very hard battle. And this is more true, especially here in Nigeria. Nigerians are finding it very difficult, extremely difficult, extremely difficult. I felt so bad. But then sometimes you find yourself helpless. There is not much you can do because of the scarce or limited resources. So, but partnering with Chigozendebo, of course, by supporting us with the necessary funding, we can as well uh, put laughter, the little we can, and smiles to people's face. It is not compulsory for those who are willing and believe in the cause of humanity, and of course, who can trust us for that. Thank you once again. On this note, I wrap it up. Well, let me just see if we can just read one or two items here from the comment section. Okay. Yes, he said Domega. Domega said, "Can you please tell my brother happy birthday?" And his full name is what? He loves your your stream, and his full name is Mike. Is it Lazarus or what? Okay, happy birthday to Mike Lazarus. Is it Lazarus here or Literis or what? Whatever be the case, Mike, happy birthday to you. Today being the 16th day of July 2024. Wishing you the best, of course, of lives and God's blessings as you mark another year in your lifetime. May God continue to bless you, increase you, and of course, make you an inspiration to your words. Once again, happy birthday to every uh, viewers who may not have disclosed that to your loved ones and families. We wish you a very fruitful year ahead. Thank you once again. Lillian Pascal said, "Oh yes, Mr. Chigazendibo. Okay, I'm enjoying the message. Well done, one. Okay, thank you very much." Julia said, "Hi, pretty boy. How are you doing, Julia? From which part of the world are you reporting?" Uh, Valette says, "Why are you screaming?" Well, everybody has his own concern. This is Nigeria. You have to scream. We are used to that, and you don't have to blame the people. You may consider it as a screaming, but that is the way, of course, people express themselves. It is not screaming, it is normal, and they are used to that. Oche said Chigozi always invites him, in this program. Is it authentic general you are referring to? Well, God will continue to help us. Omar says, okay, well, this does not concern us here. Okay, how is the protest going to reduce? Okay, you mean insecurity? Well, only time will tell. Unfortunately, the military have been overwhelmed by the realities happening today. Of course, just as the Chief of Defense Staff have said, that we are not magicians. Don't expect us to be everywhere at the same time. Means they lack the human capacity or personnel to man the entire Nigerian state, and they protect life and property. That is another national dilemma, because people are being killed and massacred. And in all this, the military are helpless. They have come to say, we are helpless. And we can't, of course, contend the state of insecurity not just a particular region, the entire region, just as Femi said that the Southwest is on fire. But unfortunately, the politicians within the Southwest are sacrificing the lives of their people to gain political uh, advantage. But whatever happens when the fire engulfs the house, including them, will not be spared. That is the submission. Kike said, are you the people to get fed? How do you mean? Well, that is not the scraps. Well, okay, Mr. Frank said, Obi, Peter, and Paul, okay, can go on, but whatever, okay. Biafra people never be part of that. Okay, he's saying that obedience can embark on this protest, can join the protest, but Biafrans are not part of this protest. Moon says, so, okay, Sheik. Moon, you are welcome. Thank you for participating in this. Sorry, Mr. Smith said, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Sky said, do not protest. Well, of course, it is a matter of choice anyway. No one will stop anyone who want to embark on that. Fuel said, be serious about the issue. Okay, what does that mean? What? Okay, thank you once again for being part of today's podcast. Prosper says the government should do something. Unfortunately, the government appears to be helpless. Otherwise, they would have, of course, done something long ago as people are in the state of desperation. You don't wait until disaster looms. It is quite unfortunate. Andrew, good morning. Say good morning, Chigos here. And everyone, love from Dublin. Good morning, Mr. Andrew. How is Dublin today? Daniel, good morning. Viewers, please like, of course, reminding us again that we need to hit the like button, share, and for those who have not subscribed, kindly hit the subscription buttons. Thank you once again, Mr. Daniel, for lending your voice to this. We do appreciate you. With whiskey, he said, well, he said, Biden forever. Well, that is, one said, Waterloo said, Trump 2024. Well, they are a vested interest in the upcoming United Nations presidential race that is gathering more momentum, building more waves across board. Of course, as the Republican, Mr. Trump emerges as the candidate of the Republican in this coming election. Well, congratulations to Mr. Trump. He remains the most viable opposition in the coming election that will challenge the incumbency Biden. Well, for the Americans, will definitely make their choice of who becomes the next president of America and who will pilot the affairs of America and decide their affairs in the next political dispensation. I wish them all the best. Well, whatever happens, they will, of course, live to face whatever choice they make. They have all the opportunities to make an informed position or choice. I wish them all the best. Thank you once again. I remain Chigos and the host anchor, bringing your way the unbiased reportage of events. Keeping it real has been an earnest commitment and passion. We do love you all. Thank you for watching. We'll come back, of course, in subsequent edition to continue this in-depth analysis and intriguing moments with Chigos here in the mobile for now, and have a very fruitful and fantastic day ahead.